Hello, everyone. As you can see here, we have a bunch of Marvel movies in front of us right now, and that's because me and my two friends here have watched all the MCU movies, including some extra bits here and there. Like you noticed, the Spider-Man trilogy, Spider-Verse movies, Venom, Madam Web, all of that, and we're here to rank all these movies in proper order after subjecting ourselves through all these movies for over an entire year and then some, because it has been over a year since we watched all these movies.
It was very interesting to physically feel the fall off.
Yeah, that was the whole point of this marathon, to see when the MCU fell off. And to answer your question, it was during Black Widow. Honestly, it didn't recover after Black Widow.
Honestly, I say Venom is when it started falling off.
I guess so. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Now I notice. Yeah, if we're gonna count a movie.
Okay, but that's a Sony movie.
Okay, so Captain Marvel is when it fell off.
There you go.
Yeah, and then Endgame, it was good, but not as good as Infinity War. But we'll talk about that when we get to that movie. All right. I guess so it's time to start ranking then.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Okay, so Spider-Man 1, we all agreed that at first it was 8 out of 10 when we first watched it. I forgot why at first exactly, but ultimately we decided to put a 9 out of 10 instead, since we felt like everything it had going for it outweighed any negatives that it had at the time, because
it's like
pretty old.
It's like the quintessential origin movie.
It is.
It's the origin movie. This shit dropped the method, and tons of movies just straight up copied it.
There's only one or two. Let me check real quick. There's only literally one origin story that's higher up than it. Well, two. There's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to Sam Raimi for gaslighting an entire generation that Peter in the comics was a wrestler at one point.
Or that he shot webs out of his wrist, naturally like that.
Yeah, I thought every other Spider-Man was weird because they all didn't shoot webs out their wrist for so long.
It's so funny how actually gross that is in concept. I mean, it's cool, because he never runs out. But I don't want to be that guy. But if someone grabs his wrist, do they just come out? How does it work internally?
No, and what is equivalent exchange or whatever? There's zero equivalent exchange. Those webs are fucking strong for no reason. Spider-Man 2, they had some crazy feats of him just holding back tons of objects from a sun.
No, better question that no one will be asking is how much nutrition does it take for Spider-Man to create those?
Nobody knows. I remember we'll get to that movie, right? But when he was explaining it to the other Spider-Man, he doesn't even know. This shit's just like that.
But yeah, Spider-Man 1's overall good. Even though I found Green Goblin's cold motives to be kind of confusing, I'll be honest.
Some of it
entertaining.
Some of the movie is aged, but it's good aged. It's fucking iconic. There's so many fucking scenes to the movie I could just pick apart. I think one of my favorite ones is when Green Goblin just was when Aunt May was praying, right? Oh, yeah, it's a photo of Uncle Ben, rosary beads, and he just blows up the half of the house just to scare her, and fucking laughs in her face, then leaves.
Yeah, no reason to do that.
Oh my god. Anyway. And there's a bunch of tense moments, and I'm sorry, I can go on and on about Tobey movies. They're so good.
Yeah,
the biggest weakness for Tobey movie is, let's be honest, Mary Jane.
Yeah, we all know
Mary Jane, and while I love Peter's character growth, it's really good. Sometimes Tobey leaks out. It's good though.
It is.
It's too crazy.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure everyone already knows where this movie is going, even the viewers watching right now. It's kind of a common given with this movie.
Yeah, it's peak.
Yeah,
It's peak. Still good.
it's still good. Yeah, it's like it
If
just
you-
somehow got better than the first movie.
Like, I didn't want to be high top films when going into this, but you know what? He was fitting. You know, like you know, he was. He was. We don't talk about that Wonder Woman video.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy how, it sounds like being a contrarian when you say you don't want to agree with YouTube critics. Because let's be honest, a lot of y'all quote unquote critics need to shut up. Y'all are not.
Okay, well now.
Y'all just saying shit.
I mean, yeah.
Imagine I just went off the deep end and just started calling niggas out by name and just insulted them.
I already got a few I would name, but I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, I want to
anyway.
as well, but like my channel is way too small for that to happen right now.
We got our own Sinister Six. Let's just say that we get our own Sinister Six.
Yeah,
we really do despise.
Yeah.
Let's just say if we ever get close to y'all best watch out. We watching, we waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, next movie. We don't need to talk about Spider-Man 2. Watch the High Top Films video. It's pretty much our opinion.
It's basically the same, yeah. Oh boy.
Watching the Sam Raimi trilogy all the way is like having a good day, right? It's like really believing in yourself. You're feeling good, and then you get hit by a car.
Okay, not a car. I think it's more like you stubbed your toe at like the end of the day, and you're like, "Fuck."
Okay, but it's like you stub your toe, and then you like go to bed, and you wake up, and you realize that shit was way worse than you expected. That shit
you got like a permanent Charlie horse.
Like your toe is like done for. You're gonna have to pay thousands in medical bills because of that one toe stub.
Yeah, your balance is like forever fucked up, and you know what? And your doctor probably looks like the butler from this movie.
Yeah, that's where the bit was gonna end at. Because yeah,
you now have to walk with a cane for the rest of your life, despite the fact you're only like 25. People think you're a fucking pimp or a gangster for no reason.
Now, before High Top Films comes in and kills us, right?
Seno, stop calling out High Top Films.
No, I think it's all right. He's kind of the Spider-Man glazer. All right. I really tried fighting for this film, guys. I really did. Every chance I got, I tried fighting. I tried fighting beyond the 7 out of 10.
I genuinely enjoyed the movie, though. Like, I really came into this movie thinking,
we had so much fun. More fun than like most of the films that are probably above it.
Yeah, I was gonna
be honest.
Yeah, honestly, but we'll get to that.
It's just the ending. It's legit just the ending that makes it a 7 out of 10, and I'm so pissed because the whole movie's so good.
I was gonna say, I thought it was so bad it's good. But then it was like, oh my god, like the scenes where like Spider-Man's actually fighting like Sandman with the black suit is actually well written and shit. How did this movie fall off?
It's like watching a play and everything's fine, and then like one of the actresses just fucking burps and farts at the same time, and you're like, what? Fuck?
The butler and the fart was Venom.
Well, it's crazy because deadass watching this movie, me and Seno were gassing it up. I'm not gonna lie, we were High Top Films.
Every scene with Black Suit Spider-Man and Sandman was just peak fiction, bro. Like it was so good.
He took us over like the Venom symbiote, and then we got to the butler scene and. Dead ass. I openly said, "Oh, this is when it gets bad." And you know what? I was right.
Dude, like you guys gotta understand. Like right after, I think it was right after one of the most glorious scenes in this whole movie list of Peter ripping the fucking suit off in the church. Iconic and deservingly so. That shit was shot beautifully. And then Venom appears, and he's just like, "Oh." Fuck,
bro!
It's terrible.
Y'all need to realize that this scene is so good. It literally has a scene of a grown man, by the way, go into church. This big ass, well built church, and straight up said, "God, Please kill Peter Parker.
You say you guys can understand, but like I feel like they know all of these scenes because they're so memed.
It's iconic.
Bro, it's so funny because despite how kind of shit that Eddie Brock is, to be honest, he's a worse Venom than Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
He kind of real for that though.
No. It's not even just that he's real for that. That's a very Eddie Brock thing to do.
Yeah, obvious. No. Like, I honestly wish we got a better Eddie Brock because that's just like the comics. It's just like the comics. He goes to church. He gets the symbiote after wishing death upon Peter Parker. Wait, I'm not sure if he does that in the comic, but in the movie, it would work. You know. He wishes death on Peter, he gets Venom, and then he believes, oh, it's divine intervention.
Okay, to be fair, okay, as crazy as it is to say this, because, you know, he's a villain, he's a bad person, especially in the movie, but, like, is he really so wrong for that? Like, is that
like if that shit happened to you, would you not be saying, damn, Lord, okay?
I don't know how more, bro. If I go to church and I pray that someone dies and I get superpowers, how else am I supposed to take that?
Like you go to church, you wish somebody to die, and then like you trip and fall on like a BFG 9000 from fucking from Doom.
It was not there when you opened the door. Bro, all I'm saying is if I'm going to church wishing death upon my op and I get Superman powers, I'm not Clark, I'm Homelander. And that's not my fault.
Bro, you just get like the fucking sword of Michael.
How else am I supposed to take that? Anyway,
I wish they leaned into that because that would have been a very cool like Evil Dead like horror like aspect to Venom. Like he genuinely thinks he's a fucking like a servant of God.
Yeah.
Okay, crazy. Okay, better idea. They should have just they could have kept everything up till the point he became Venom, and then they could have just had him show up in the credits of revealing that he's he's now Venom. Like they could have done that. They could have. And
in some angles, I get what they were going for with what Sam was like fucking probably crunching, crying, and fucking shitting on the script because Arad had a gun up to his head, right? I get what he was clamoring for because Toby generally cares about people and doing right stuff, and Eddie is just a shithead. He got powers, so he's just a bigger shithead.
Look, all I gotta say is, okay, this movie ain't that good. Also, okay, I gotta say this. For those who don't understand the point of me openly saying, oh, this is when it got bad, me and Seno started this little joke in our friend group of when we're experiencing a media and we think it doesn't get bad, we just say, when does it get bad? And it started when we were reading it.
But like, okay, what was I gonna say? I did like that one scene where Peter's like strung up by the symbiote webs and shit, and he's like, "No, Eddie, the suit's bad. It makes you do bad things. You should take it off." And like Eddie's like, "Dude, I love that shit. I'm evil."
It's always so funny in Spider-Man media when Spider-Man tries to convince Eddie Brock to take off Venom. Because it's like, no, Eddie, Venom's bad for you. It corrupts you. And Eddie's just like, Spider-Man, my wife left me and I'm dying of cancer. I have nothing left. I'm going to kill you.
Or there's some media where it's just, damn, I can't believe you were this abusive to your symbiote. You never deserved him.
No, it's even better. No, Eddie, the symbiote, it's bad. Oh, the symbiote's bad, huh? Interesting.
You hear that, babe? He's talking shit about you again. You gotta. He's talking shit. He can't get my name out his mouth.
Yeah, look, all I gotta say is, Sam Raimi Venom is ass.
Yeah,
it's ass. It sucks that he was forced to do that shit, man.
Yeah, so he made him deliberately ass as a result because he did it out of spite.
No, guys. But I got some words for Sonyverse when I get to them.
We'll get
Oh
to
no,
them,
like
yeah.
they kept fucking shit. I just don't understand. Why didn't y'all just let them make movies, bro? Why? Just let them make movies.
Bro, I know for a fact y'all are not. I know for a fact, Sony, y'all are not making money off these movies. Just give the
Tom
right
Hardy.
to Marvel.
Tom Hardy should be Venom, but unfortunately, he's Sonyverse Venom. He would be a great Eddie Brock, but he's in a shitty fucking movie franchise.
Anyway, it's time for more. It's time for more peak.
Yeah, no, just
Okay,
that. We're actually
yeah,
talking about
okay,
MCU
woo.
movies for once. And Iron Man 1,
Here we go.
pretty solid superhero film.
Oh.
The solid superhero film, if you
Yeah.
ask me. And it's 8 out of 10.
Oh yeah, like that is. If you told me that I had to watch 10 plus movies in a franchise, you'd call me I would call you crazy. But if you told me my starting point was Iron Man 1, shit, okay, I'll give it a try.
I was gonna say,
Iron Man
I
1's
had my
so
hope
fucking
up.
good.
I had my hopes up because, like, man, this movie still holds up pretty well.
Like the plot is simple, but like it's simple, but you can understand there's like some layers there, and there's a shit ton of cool moments. Like just the scene of him building the armor. Like that's what I love about the movie is that they made building the armor the most hypest fucking part ever. It was like, oh yeah, dude, he's fucking doing it. Oh man, he's doing what? He added what? Like, oh, that's. I remember being a kid and being like, fuck, he's so smart. Glazing, bro.
Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps.
No, you did it wrong. He's like, Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. Like he paused and emphasized on it.
Nah, it's crazy because Tony got so much good respect in these movies, especially when you hear that as a renowned scientist and your instinct is, sir, I'm not Tony Stark. Bro,
that shit was so hard.
Bro, if you spend like a decade, presumably, of your life, like just going to school to become an official scientist, you know you got some pride. That's how good Tony is, bro. You got these prideful ass people putting respect on his name. Like, bro, I ain't him. I ain't the Iron Man. But yeah, there's not much to say about.
Yeah.
This is the start. Yeah, there ain't much to say. This is the start of the best MCU character.
It is, yeah. That's and Tony. He's just the best.
Ironmonger was a character.
Yeah,
he was evil.
He was a character. It's just that he was pretty simple, and like that's kind of the start. Like, oh yeah, MCU.
He was good.
Yeah.
He's a good starter, you know.
Yeah, he is.
He wasn't overarching. He fucking died, you know. Like it's not like he's supposed to be taken that seriously. He's just a billionaire jackass.
Man, it's interesting. He has a lot in common with other villains. We'll get there.
Oh yeah. We're already gonna talk about the MCU
Captain Marvel
problem. No, it's crazy because I'm gonna say this now, and I'm probably gonna reiterate it later, but. The MCU always had big flaws, pretty glaring flaws that in a way made it in such like a capacity that it couldn't continue for like a very long time. I say it as though it hasn't lasted for over a decade, but you get my point, right?
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, you're going to run out of heavy hitters. And like, we were kind of just wasting villains, huh?
Oh yeah, I was really thinking about that, yeah, but all the villains, most villains just die at the end of these movies for some reason, huh?
No, that's like the MCU problem. There's some others, but like when people hear MCU problem, they think of like modern MCU. But the biggest problem of the MCU, in my opinion, is the fact that they kill almost every villain at the end of their movie, therefore making it so they just can't be used again. Which, in a way, you think they would be like, oh, well, that's not too bad. You know, that means it won't be a crutch. But, like, bro, let's look at who we have now left as a big hitter, okay? Thanos is dead. Actually, he's double dead. We killed him twice.
Yeah.
Ultron is dead. And there's no way he'll ever come back because even Vision is dead.
For now.
Also, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Vision as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vision is crazy. But, like, Killmonger, despite how many people don't like him, he still kind of had story potential. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on with that character. He's dead.
Yeah.
Kang is excommunicated.
Yeah, they just got. He's dead, but like he kind of had a sorry way of being defeated to where it kind of changed his perception, especially since like he's supposed to be the next one after Thanos, and like that kind of just didn't give people much hope afterwards.
Yeah, there's an obvious reason why we're not going into these villains personally, because we're going to obviously talk about them in the movies they came out. What other villains? Yellow Jacket's dead, which, like, I know a lot of people aren't Ant-Man fans, so they probably are just like, so what? But, like, guys, how many villains does Ant-Man really have?
Not much. I'm probably going to make them like Tony Stark villains, honestly.
Yeah, Whiplash is dead. The Mandarin is dead.
Yeah.
Like, the real one. Who else is an MCU villain? Like, Red Skull's question mark.
Yeah, they just kind of made him like the protector of the Soul Stone, and I wish we got to see that. Hell, I wish we got to see him interact with like Steve after the first Captain America.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting off topic now.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit off topic, but before we move on, I want you guys to genuinely. I want to ask you guys a genuine question.
Yeah.
How many heavy hitters of Marvel can you name that as villains that are not dead yet?
Loki, but he's not a villain anymore. That's the sad thing.
Loki is literally the god of stories. Actually, also, no, I mean, like, you can include comics too. I mean, like, how many do we have left? Period. Like, what are we working with? What's the ammunition?
Literally, Doctor Doom's like the biggest one.
Bro, I don't trust these niggas.
I mean, nobody does. Nobody wants Doctor Doom in the MCU anymore. But yeah, he's gonna.
Bro, I don't even want to see. Like, I don't even want to see fucking X-Men in this bitch, bro. Okay, well, we'll get to it. Alright, I don't want to see it. I just don't. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Also, if y'all are lucky, maybe we'll also do the same thing with the X-Men movies. But I don't know if we'll survive them.
I don't have the power for that shit right now. I gotta depower myself.
Yeah. So I mean, the X-Men movies. I gotta think if Dark Phoenix were great compared to the worst MCU movies, but that's for another day. That's like literally.
Okay, but before we even do that ranking, just to clarify, if you asked me to watch Logan, bro, I'm watching that shit.
Yeah.
All right, the movie's peak.
That's the movie I'll watch the X-Men movies for. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Watch an X-Men movie, be like, oh my god, I'm gonna get to watch Logan, versus, oh my god, I have to watch Origins.
Oh,
holy shit! I have to watch Last Stand.
Oh yeah, that too. Like, again, like, so many low points in a franchise. Like, just goes.
Okay, we'll get to it.
Yeah,
time for a.
Let's talk about Hulk.
Speaking of mid.
Yeah, like mid. I was like, it was time for mid. Yeah, it's mid.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hulk.
It's very mid.
We kept like being unsure if it's 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. I thought it was 7 out of 10 because like it's not like the most remarkable movie, but in retrospect, yeah, this is kind of the best Hulk we've gotten in any movie. Period. I watched all the before and after this.
Shout out to Stan Lee. Rest in peace first. Anyway, about him drinking the fucking Hulk juice in the beginning of the fucking movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
The banner batter. Bro,
the banner batter landed in his fucking drink, dude. That's so unlucky.
But yeah, no. All I got to say is, this is a Hulk movie. It has Bruce learning to try and deal with the Hulk. He doesn't really try to coexist with him, even though, like, I mean, to be fair, I don't really remember what Hulk stories were like over a decade ago. All I know is the good Hulk stories nowadays kind of deal with their relationship a lot more maturely.
Yeah.
Anyway, it has him being chased by the government. Ooh, look, General Ross, he's evil. He's here. He's not red, so I don't care about him.
He's not red.
That's like been our only criticism for him the entire franchise, bro. Why isn't he fucking red yet?
Because they don't care about Hulk. I'm just gonna say it right now. They don't care about Hulk anymore.
Okay, we'll get to that because oh my god, that's another big MCU problem. Unironically, the fact General Ross himself taking up an entire slot for a bad part of the series is amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, this movie had Hulk things, like everything you could think of for a Hulk movie. It's basically that, but it's so cookie cutter that you're kind of just there, like, oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
look, the leader is mentioned. Guys, look, his brain got big when he took the banner batter. That's the leader. Do you like the leader?
Okay, when you put it like that, should it actually just be 6 out of 10 then?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah,
It's not so mid that I'm like falling asleep because it has cool action, really good action, honestly.
It does, yeah.
Also, I like that Abomination was just a hater that wanted to be strong. That's it. There was no motivation. You could act his motivation, and he would deadass just say, "I want to be strong." That's the character, and honestly, he's kind of real for that.
It worked for him because he was actually like threatening, and he gave like a very good like fight to the Hulk at the end of the movie. And again, this movie's just like pretty simple, and it will be remarkable back then. But nowadays, man, I need more Hulk content like this.
Bro, we've really fallen when the 6 out of 10 movie we looking at like perhaps I treated you too harshly.
It is. I did. I feel like I did because I want more Hulk content. We're not
okay. We gotta talk about Abomination.
Oh, we did. We just did.
Yeah, we were talking about him.
Damn, my bad.
Yeah.
He's broke, eh?
Rose just lost there for a second, but
Yeah.
Okay, Iron Man 2. Remember when this used to be what people consider the worst MCU movie at the time? Those were the days.
Oh my god, they shitted on this fucking movie, bro.
They did.
That shit got fucking flamed.
At the time, it was before Thor Dark World came out, but we'll get to that. But yeah, but in
Bro,
retrospect, Iron Man 2 is better than like what people said it was back then.
Bro, in retrospect, Iron Man 2 was kind of really good. Y'all are just haters.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's fucking crazy because we have it an 8 out of 10. So
it is. I remember we used to have it above Iron Man 1, and I asked everyone, okay, but why is it above Iron Man 1 when I feel like the villains aren't as good and like the story's not as compelling? And that was it.
Well, now, villain's not as good as it's crazy.
I don't think. I mean, I feel like
ain't Ironmonger your villain?
I think Whiplash it's the strongest points at the beginning of the movie. We actually got to hear about his character, and otherwise we don't get that much afterwards. And he has like the worst like anticlimactic fight that we saw so far.
Fucking amazing.
Okay. His fight was bad, but honestly, I kind of disagree with the other points. I feel like we got his backstory, then the rest is just him working behind the scenes.
And then he just
in all honesty,
in the middle of the movie, which kind of, yeah.
I mean, bro, losing doesn't make him that bad because honestly, the fact that he was able to bounce back makes it impressive. Okay, he turned that L into a dub, but then the writers realized they were running out of time for the script, so they made him get one shot by at the end of the movie. But we don't talk about that.
Yeah, so Whiplash is no longer the worst MCU villain because that was another thing people like was the worst one. But I think he's still like pretty low in terms of the scale, but that's not saying much because it's MCU villains. But
MCU fans, I gotta talk to y'all. Y'all were repping Ironmonger over Whiplash?
Yeah, most people do. To this day, they still do.
Y'all out here repping Ironmonger set like that?
I guess so.
I see y'all.
To this day, they said?
Yeah, to this day, it feels like Whiplash is still one of the lower ranked.
To this day, I rep Ironmonger.
Bro, imagine someone waking up with like an Ironmonger t-shirt.
Yeah, like bro, that's some Twilight Zone energy shit I wake up with, bro.
Oh, so
in this universe, Ironmonger is considered peak.
So before we move on, did we talk about Black Widow?
Oh yeah, I forgot she was in this movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
cool.
I just remembered. Yeah, she had cool scenes. I'm glad that she was introduced here. And
she's a really good... Oh, no, go on.
No, that's all I had to say. I didn't have much to say because I wish we got her own movie, but we did. We'll talk about that one later. But
man, she's such a good spy. I forgot about her.
Yeah,
Anyway, all jokes aside, the movie.
Yeah.
Was she played by a different actor in this one, or am I tripping?
No, she wasn't.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, I think this is the first movie that people are gonna question where we're gonna place it at, because
honestly, bro, they should make that fucking Iron Man 2 poster, but just put the little like shield on the top corner saying like featuring Black Widow.
But yeah, so for Thor, I think we had it at like either 7 or 8 out of 10. I think it was 8 out of 10 at the time. But then Hope one day was like, why? I forgot why we had Thor so high. It's not that memorable. I was like, oh shit, are you for real? I was like, yeah, I had Loki, but
for real?
For real. Jesus Christ.
We got a little quirky at night.
All right, Breggy.
Okay, not the fact that
we only can make certain references.
Yeah, please don't.
Bro, don't.
In this video.
Bro, Uno. Bro, are we playing Uno right now? Doubling up? Is that against the rules, guys? Like, I didn't know what level of house rules we're playing with our cringe right now.
I didn't ask for you to say either of those things, but yeah.
Okay, but one got a chuckle and the other got disdain.
Yeah, but that's for another day to talk about, because I just don't like FNAF right now. I'm sorry for all the viewers watching right now.
Bro, yeah, all the fucking random 5-year-olds that hop on this video.
Yeah, they're gonna say, why is he hate FNAF?
Why do you hate Freddy Fazbear?
Seno, you killed us. You've killed us.
Oh shit, no. We love FNAF. We love FNAF. We love FNAF.
Yeah.
Okay, is that good?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Bro said, yeah, people who like FNAF, they're 5-year-olds. I'm staring at them. Seno, no. The FNAF
no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like random 5-year-olds who find the video because of algorithm bullshit.
Bro, what is your YouTube feed looking like to get our out to get this video?
I don't know.
Are you still watching MCU content in 2024?
I mean, yeah, people still make videos on the MCU to this day.
Damn, I was about to say go watch Comic Storian. Fuck.
Rest in peace, Comic Storian. Yeah.
Yeah, we should. I actually grew up on him, which honestly, it's insane how age works. I'll be honest, bro still looked like he was in his prime. I was like 10 when I started watching, bro. He got me into Ghost Rider. After the movies, I mean, I enjoyed the Ghost Rider movies. I don't care if you crucify me. I'll speak the truth.
But back to Thor and why we're having a 6 out of 10, because I'm pretty sure people are wondering why it's in a 6 out of 10. Isn't it actually good?
Okay, Thor is the only good part about the Thor movie.
Hey, what about Loki?
You know what? Acceptable.
Yeah, I was gonna say Thor and Loki carry this movie. Shit, I'm sorry. We haven't gone to that one yet.
I don't like Jane. I don't like her.
I just don't like the fact that it took mostly place on Earth in a bum-ass town. And like,
I hate Jane!
It's supposed to be like a fish out of water story, but like it wasn't really that compelling, and like had annoying human characters, which only got worse in the second movie. But it was more tame here at the very least.
Yeah, forget that. Thor's friends are the most forgettable MCU supporting cast in the series, in the franchise.
Yeah, because they don't do anything with them beyond just having them fight, and even in Thor's those fight scenes.
Also, this isn't this movie's fault. It's the movies that come after it. But why is Thor not a god? Actually, no. This is this movie's fault.
It's the one that's you. Yeah, because like they're not gods. They're just weird aliens in a sci-fi world with Norse-like stuff in it. That makes sense.
Like, hold up. Anyway, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Bro's enjoying it.
Anyway, as I was gonna say, yeah, fuck this movie. But also, the only thing that really fuels magic in Asgard is like Mjolnir. I'll be honest.
It is, yeah.
There's too many things. Also, what is Odin sleep? Why does it happen? They don't actually explain that. Now that I think about it, like I know why it happened. I know the point of it, but like they don't explain it in the movie.
Yeah.
Why does he just go comatose every unexplained amount of time? Crazy how that's supposed to be important. Loki, Loki's actually a very compelling, interesting character because everything he does is actually for good reason. Until he goes off the deep end because he realized that his life was a lie. I sure do hope that they keep this character trait very consistent with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I only think about like goofy, silly MCU themed Tumblr sexy man Loki. But when I watched the Thor movie the first time, I'm like, oh my god, these characters actually both taken serious, and it's pretty compelling, and it actually threw me off.
Yeah. So the good parts about no, you know what? Bad parts about this movie first. I hate Jane. I hate her as a character. Why is she a scientist?
Because most MCU humans have to be scientists so they can keep up with what's going on in the MCU because it's sci-fi largely. That's another thing I realized while watching these movies.
Why is the spectrum for MCU supporting cast scientist or homeless person? Why are those the two? I'm talking about Jane's bum ass friend that shows up later on. Like why are those the two? Okay, you're either an annoying homeless person or you're a scientist. Is that how the MCU works for like humans? Is that the evolution tree?
Some older field agents, but that's about it.
Do those not count as like scientists?
Well, some of them are scientists, but some of them are just like agents. But it's either or.
Yeah.
But
see, bro, that's a subclass. Anyway, okay, I hate Jane because the whole point of Jane and Thor's romance should be the fact that Jane is like a pretty unimpressive person, but she has like a lot of heart and she tries to help people. That's why she should be a fucking paramedic. Her being a scientist actually doesn't even matter for the story because there's a better scientist in the same movie. But okay.
Also, I forgot Hawkeye was in this movie. Shit.
Holy fucking shit, you're right. Why is she a fucking scientist? I just remembered she was a paramedic in the comics.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
We realized like midway through, it's like they made her a scientist because they make most like characters in the scientists for some reason that are civilians.
She actually doesn't even need to be a scientist because her dynamic with Thor is actively damaged when you make her someone special. Why? What do you mean? She wrote a book on multi-dimensional shit later on. No, go save people, you asshole. I hate the MCU. Throws book across the room dramatically.
Actually, wait. Do we like Thor more or less than Hulk? Now that we have Hulk in 6 out of 10.
Damn, that's
shit.
Damn, that's. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. I like Hulk more. It captures the spirit of the character better.
Shit, I mean, it has less flaws. I'll give it that. So,
congratulations, fan.
Yeah.
You're seeing in real time us edit our tier list because we already have this tier list done. We're just recreating it for y'all.
Yeah, like you're seeing our thoughts.
Yeah, in real time edits right now. By the way, we've never actually compared Thor and Hulk movies. But no. Okay, so where was it? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be done with Jane because again, I've already explained my problem. Mm-hmm. Okay, next problem: magic. Self-explanatory. It doesn't feel magical. If you open up a Thor comic, it literally looks like a D&D inspired nonsense, okay? It's supposed to be whimsical. This doesn't feel like that. It's stupid. It's bad. I hate the Golden City. It's vain. It's boring. It's weirdly narcissistic when you think about it.
It is, yeah.
Third one, Asgardians. Asgardians are supposed to be a people of warriors. No, not to be that guy. Because again, comparing the comics one-to-one to the movies makes us sound a little...
like a pretentious asshole.
Yeah, fucking schizophrenic basement dweller. But like, guys, this is a society that believes in Valhalla.
if you're gonna change it, at least make it good. I don't give a fuck if he changed things.
Yeah, like I hate Asgard. Like I'm at okay. The third point isn't just Asgardians; it's Asgard as a whole. Its lore is weird and stupid because they're not really gods. So, like, what? Also, by the way, them not being gods is not consistent. We'll get to that.
Yeah. That's way ahead of us right now, but we'll get to that, yeah.
All I gotta say is they butchered my homie Thor.
Yeah, like, people just thought, oh, they butchered him, like, after, like, Ragnarok. No, it's from the beginning.
I can't tell if Teal caught the joke that I used as foreshadowing for our point, or if he just genuinely, like, ignored what I said.
No,
like, he chose not to associate with the joke.
I don't know, I just felt like saying that just to say it.
Okay. Anyway,
but
yeah, no. Do we have any more problems with this movie?
I think we talked about the big one already. But yeah, it's boring.
Yeah. Yeah, because like we talked about what made it not a Thor movie. Like they've already fumbled Thor a little bit. They could have recovered this. Spoiler alert: they didn't. They did not. They did not recover him at all. Yeah. But yeah, this movie's kind of boring. It would have been a lot more interesting if Thor was stuck on Earth with maybe a little bit of power instead of just being a buff guy. No, I'm not saying I'm not a fucking 5-year-old. I don't need a bunch of jingling keys in my face while watching a movie. Don't get me wrong. I don't need it to be more action packed, but like, bro, the only scenes I was invested in had like Loki in them. Yeah, bro.
I mean, there was that beginning scene with Thor like beating the shit out of some frost giants.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Also, okay, this is another thing that some people have actually pointed out, but like Thor being a like immature asshole at the start of the movie, when you think about it, doesn't make sense because he's like confirmed thousands of years old. So you're telling me that Odin never punished his assholish behavior till now? Like legitimately? You're telling me bro never figured out the value of humanity until now?
Very weird.
Are we being for real?
No, the what if makes it fucking worse, honestly.
It does.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm going to counter that. Which is, this is going to be a really funny counter. But like, if you think about it, what if Thor is actually kind of a better Thor than this version? Purely because what if Thor is irresponsible and is a kind of a jackass? But he's not like a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, you got to think about this Thor deadass just thinks war. In the beginning of the movie, he deadass just thinks war solves like all problems. Like he's kind of a spaz if you think about it. And didn't bro like kind of semi-suggest genocide in the Frost Giants?
Oh, he
or was I
did. He also tried it actively, but was stopped.
Yeah, like bro, what if Thor is actually a better representation of comic Thor than this Thor, bro? Because don't get me wrong, okay? I've seen Thor in the comics. I know he's not perfect. That's what makes him an interesting character. But like a lot of modern writers don't think Thor is interesting in the comics or something. I don't know. Maybe they just can't read using text to speech to make these scripts or something. But yeah, no, like Thor is an interesting character and he has his own faults. You know, one of them being the fact that he kind of sees a lot of mortals, you know, as mortals. They're kind of below him inherently. That's kind of like a thought process he has a lot of the time, which is good character writing. That's an interesting flaw to have for a superhero. But nah, just make him a shitty representation of a Viking, I guess. Not even a good one. He's just Anyway, okay, who's next? I'm tired of talking about this movie.
Yeah, I didn't think we were talking about Thor the most out of all these movies so far because I do agree that it's pretty boring.
It's a special kind of mid.
Yeah, but we're talking about a movie that's not mid, and again, it's another movie that ended up being way better than I thought it was. Going back to it, and that's Captain America.
Bro,
the first one.
Captain America put tears in my eyes unironically. Okay, I was not, bro. The speech that scientist, I don't remember the name of, gave Cap. that shit is still hits to this day.
That was the moment my investment in the movie just really peaked there, because like Steve's just a good character all around. Even though he's simple, he's a pure-hearted guy. He's still like well written, and like he's just someone I just want to root for because he's just that good of a person. And I wish a lot of characters like that.
Now, you know what? What I'm about to say, I'm about to filter out some of the audience. Some niggas about to click off this video right now.
Oh, shit.
Fuck Snyder. Just fuck y'all Snyder fans. This nigga proved...
Whoa, buddy.
No, let me cook. I gotta say the truth.
What are you cooking, bro? I don't know, man.
Bro, MCU Cap shows that Superman still works in the modern day. I'm tired of pretending that heroes being needlessly edgy works. It doesn't. We have heroes that are made to be edgy. Use them, please. Just make good people do good things. That's all I want in superhero media.
Bro's crying for that shit. Oh my god. Just please, man, please. Bro, but this fucking tweaking on recording. Now, mind you, he is a Batman fan. No, he is a Batman fan.
I feel sorry for him because he's a Batman fan.
On God.
Oh my fucking God. Guys, you don't understand. For you, I don't even think I ever said this on recording. Guys, my favorite Joker story is fucking Death of the Family and Joker Endgame. I like edgy shit, but Batman Who Laughs was too far. He all went off the deep end and never came back. And I truly do blame Snyder and the era he created. Now, you know what? It goes deeper than that. Fuck
oh my God.
I hate Injustice.
Whoa!
Yo, didn't think Captain America was a movie that had like...
Wait. The comic included, bro?
Bro, as a kid, I played Injustice 1. I loved it. I couldn't get enough. Now looking back, it's all shit. The story offers nothing. Wonder Woman is a bad person. Flash is a bitch. Hal Jordan's character doesn't even make sense. Cyborg is just a bad person. The only people who even think logically is like Plastic Man, and he chose not to get involved after saving his son. I genuinely hate the comic run, the games. I hate everything about it.
Bro, okay, we gotta get back to Marvel, all right? We're not even on the Snyder tier list yet.
Yeah, we're gonna do Snyder. We are doing the Snyder tier list. We are, but that's.
We are watching those movies, and BVS was fucking Anyway.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, for y'all who watched that, I genuinely do apologize for my crash out. Even I didn't expect me to go.
That was like a genuine crash out. Like I actually like.
But that was a good point though. That was a good point. Seeing Cap just be a good person is what makes him a very good character. He's just a good dude.
Yeah, especially since, similar to another red and blue hero, Cap is surrounded by arguably more complicated characters, but he's able to shine because he's just a guy trying to do what's right. There's no other agendas.
Yeah.
There's no. He may have superpowers, but he's not even like the strongest in his team, like at all. He's like mid tier.
Yeah, he's. God, bro, power scale and tier list is actually so easy to do for the Avengers. It's really fucking funny.
It's pretty simple. Yeah, but people always argue.
Like until he gets Mjolnir, he's like so fucking weak compared to the rest of the cast.
But bro, you need to people need to understand. Iron Man would have beat his ass in a true 1v1, bro.
Oh yeah, no, they were jumping him. It was unfair. They were jumping him.
Bro, fuck them jumping him. Okay. Not only did Iron Man get parts of his suit injured before they truly started the 2v1 because Iron Man was not trying to fight Cap before this, but they jumped him and he still almost won. Like he beat Bucky. He blew off bro's arm. I don't know what else to say. He almost killed them.
Anyway.
Yeah. Right. And enough spoiling about shit. This movie was great. Red Skull was a very simple but villain. Like he's simple but a good villain. You know,
He
kind of
is.
like the comics. They're
Um,
you're being comic accurate.
you're it could have been either that or they could have just went with, I'm a Nazi. I'm a Nazi. Ah.
So Red Skull question mark.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
proud of being a Nazi, man.
Like guys, I don't mean, if you like, you don't need to be a comic fan to know that Red Skull is like one of the most simple villains ever, right? Like he's literally Hitler but worse. That's the character. That's literally like what he's designed to be. He's literally more evil Hitler, because in the words of Morty, at least Hitler cared about Germany or something.
I think.
I
don't. We think. All right, we're not historians.
Yeah.
Hitler allegedly cared about Germany. That's how this is going to go.
There you go.
Red Skull cared about winning. Anyway, what's next? Let's go! That's my goat!
Amazing Spider-Man 1? Yo.
Oh my god.
They ain't prepared.
They're not prepared for where we're going to put this movie at. I already know. And people are not going to be happy.
We're not
about
even
it.
at 2 yet, all right? And you're saying they ain't prepared.
No, because people actually argue which movie is like better for like an origin story between these all the time. And
bro,
yeah.
For the certain group of people who unironically argue that Andrew is too handsome to be bullied in high school, one, you don't know what bullying is, and two, fuck Toby, I guess. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean legitimately? Do y'all just think bro's ugly?
He's unattractive. They think he's unattractive, therefore he's good for being bullied, I guess. Whatever that means.
I don't think, and again, not to be a pretentious comic accurate asshole, Peter Parker is not fucking ugly. He is one of the most handsome people in the series.
Yeah,
what?
At first he looked plain, but then he just became more attractive as time went on. That's kind of his thing.
Here's the funny part about Spider-Man, okay? In universe, yeah, he looked average at first, but like the only thing that changed from an outsider perspective is, to them, he just went to a really good gym and he just wore contacts, and suddenly
dude, like there's not even before all that, when he was still like a dickhead nerd, right? Because Peter Parker wasn't a nice kid. He was just internally holding in all that aggression, right? Okay, bro, there was a scene where I think he got angry or some shit. This old ass comic book, okay? But one of the fucking characters, Liz, right? She said, "Damn, Peter actually is not that bad looking when he takes off his glasses." And the bullies were like, "What? No way, Liz! Like he's not ugly. He's not."
But yeah, another issue people have.
I don't care what gym you go to, you're not getting that diamond crusted cut. Pristine jawline that Peter had in the 80s, bro.
Yeah. but yeah, people didn't like this movie because people thought that Peter was like a weird asshole in this movie. That's another thing. And it's like, yeah, he's kind of a weirdo,
yeah,
I'll be honest, but like, he was still kind of like a character.
Peter Parker.
Yeah,
high school Peter Parker, fucking weirdo.
Yeah, bro, look, all I'm saying is, Peter was kind of like a jump skip of a way of being a fucking supervillain with powers. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was kind of like, not to be a pretentious asshole and start quoting philosophy or any of that nonsense, but if you have superpowers and you choose not to stop a robbery just because you don't like the guy getting robbed, you're closer on the bad guy spectrum than you would like to believe.
That is so fucking. It's so dickheadish. It's so petty.
Like you're unironically this close to robbing banks for money, bro. Like you
he technically kind of was, because he was just used. Okay. This is more so for like the wrestling thing, right? He has superpower. He has superpowers. He's trying to play it off like he's just a normal wrestler guy.
Hey man, Airbud rules. There's no rules against the superpowers.
Unless John Cena crashes through my fucking roof in like a Kengan character and said, "You think wrestling's fake?"
Okay, to be fair, here's a counterpoint. You know, wrestling is really just a really cool play with big muscly men.
Oh yeah, but sometimes those stunts, they might as well have superpowers. No disrespect to wrestlers.
Look, bro. Look, okay. The wrestling is fake, but those muscles aren't.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're not.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I say that, but guys, we know they do steroids. That's not what I know.
The industry standard. Okay.
Bro, I just remember.
Okay.
Guys,
Back to Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do steroids. That's bad. That's illegal. Anyway, but yeah, no. This movie also, one thing, this isn't really a critique or a praise, it's just a thing to mention. But like, why was his spider stuff so gross? Like that was insane. Bro. Oh yeah, you know, I got bit. Bro, I'm surprised they never brought that up in No Way Home. Of just, oh yeah, I got bit by a radioactive spider. Oh yeah, a spider crawled into my neck. Like, huh? Ew?
Yeah, I forgot that's how it went. I forget that it happened that way. Ugh. But to get the obvious praise out of the way, Peter and Gwen's relationship is just really good. Better than Peter and MJ, which I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's the one thing people who argue about these movies agree with, that Gwen's just better than MJ all around. And, you know, the lizard, he was a villain. I think he was more of a villain than Ironmonger in that context.
You know, I kind of wish he became a meme because of how just, guys, it's the lizard kind of villain he was.
Yeah, he was just kind of a villain. He wasn't really that interesting to follow, or
it's just sad because like he has the lizard plot, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't do anything besides the lizard plot.
It's so funny that they gave Connors, unironically, the most villainous "I'm going to help the world" speech I've ever heard before he became the lizard. And he's just like, yeah, you know, in a world where weak people don't exist, we're just going to eliminate all of the weakness. Everyone will be happy. And like, I remember us watching it and all of us being like, man, you're a villain, but like not an intentional one yet.
So,
like, he has the character.
Yeah.
No, I was about to say, like, the reason I say lizard plot is because like every lizard has like tries to follow the same fucking plot line where it's like Kirk Connors becomes lizard by doing experiment gone wrong, he becomes lizard, he does lizard things, and then the farthest right of most lizard stories is him turning people into lizards. That's it. Yeah. It's always the lizard plot.
And somehow he's like the most like weirdly used Spider-Man film in the comics. I saw a video about that.
Because they kept doing the same shit with him, and then they tried something different, and it was just what?
Yeah. But I want you guys to explain why we have Amazing Spider-Man 1 above the first Spider-Man, though, exactly, so people aren't confused, because if you just shit on the Raimi movies in any way, you get people angry.
Okay, they're both really close. I want them to realize that they're both really fucking close. If you told me to just say one shit, I will tell you no, and I'm robbing you because they're good movies, right?
I feel like I've recovered from my earlier crash out, so let me hop in the booth real quick and explain. So I'll be honest with you, and this is going to sound controversial. People may stone me to death. Even they may find where I live. They may take me hostage.
You're just gonna say Andrew's a better Peter?
No. I'm gonna say something actually objectively more controversial than that. Amazing Spider-Man just beats it in every category besides his villain.
Wow. Oh shit. Care to explain?
This video's so hot with all these hot takes.
Bro, niggas are gonna look at this and call us Cosmonaut 2. I may kill myself.
Oh fuck no! I'm not letting that happen. I am not letting it happen.
Listen. We love these movies. All right, we're not saying they're fucking garbage.
Wait a minute. Why are we calling him Cosmonaut 2 when he hates his movie? Wait a minute.
No, it's a joke because people are gonna call us contrarians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not contrarians. We love these movies.
Yeah.
We're just comparing them.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. So I'll keep it a buck with you. Okay. Andrew is a better Peter, but that's more of an opinion-based thing to me, so I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to say they're comparable. The love subplot easily better in Amazing Spider-Man. We've already accepted that.
Yeah, easily.
Okay. The actual conflict ignoring the main villain because.
Let's ignore the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like okay, the conflict of how Andrew has to juggle with his responsibility as Spider-Man, I feel like is actually better than Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, to be honest, because I kind of just like the supporting cast better. I feel like they're just better characters, to be honest.
Yeah, I did actually like Officer Stacy.
Better Flash Thompson.
I mean, yeah. Oh shit, you're right. I mean, Flash Thompson and the original Raimi.
Bro, that one
funny,
scene.
But yeah.
That one scene shits on the entire MCU Flash character.
That's
like of just him saying, "Bro." Like him caring about Peter after his uncle died was so fucking cool.
And not only that, they actually became friends afterwards.
Because you don't get that shit in animation or anything like that, unless it's maybe like Spectacular Spider-Man.
It was Ultimate Spider-Man,
right?
That wasn't that good.
Yeah,
damn. Okay, not going on a full rant, but I will say Ultimate Spider-Man tried to do Agent Venom, but the problem is Agent Venom doesn't work when Flash Thompson didn't
go to fucking war and get his legs blown off.
Yeah, I don't say he needs to be legless. However, he did not earn that symbiote, okay? Flash Thompson in the comics didn't just get the Venom symbiote because he became a good person. He became a good person after high school, went and fought for what he thought was a good cause, lost both his legs, and then became like the second best symbiote user in all of the Marvel history. I say second best because as much as I like Flash more, you're not beating Eddie.
Okay, bro, I don't think you can count Carnage as a symbiote user. That's just him, bro. That's just him.
It's the fact that if you use the Carnage symbiote long enough, you just become Cassidy, proves that there is no symbiosis going on there. That's just Cassidy's superpower.
It's kind of hard to imagine this, but I just picture him fucking just straight up. It's like he violated that symbiote, bro. It's like.
Bro,
he took it over its fucking mind and shit, dude.
Yeah, it's insane. But anyway, point being, better Flash Thompson, just better cast in general. Which one do you say have the better Uncle Ben?
That's the one I was worried about talking about. I think I know that the Uncle Ben in Spider-Man 1 didn't have much screen time as the one in Amazing Spider-Man, but I thought.
What are you talking about? Okay. What are you talking about? You're obviously forgetting. I'm not going to bring up great responsibility because that's too easy. Aren't you forgetting one of his other iconic lines? Hey, Michelangelo!
I mean, if I'm talking about depth, I do think the one in the Spider-Man 1 was handled better than the one in Amazing Spider-Man 2 because it was.
Oh, dude, goofy. I like that scene where Aunt May and him were talking about oh, we gotta get Peter out and we need to so you can have a talk with them. And then Peter was like, oh, I gotta go somewhere. And then Uncle Ben was like, don't worry, I'll drive you. And then he looks over at Aunt May right after, and so he just winks at her dude.
Yeah, I do like the scene before Uncle Ben dies where they're arguing in the house was really good. That actually shook me a bit while watching it again.
Honestly, both the scenes of Peter lashing out at Uncle Ben were really good.
They were
both movies did it good. He's like, I know I'm not your father. Then stop trying to be. That shit fucked me up, man.
Yeah, so I think they're both on the same tier of being good. So again, I just think that how Uncle Ben died in Amazing Spider-Man was way more goofy than the way he died in the Spider-Man 1. But it's whatever. But yeah, I guess that's why I made Spider-Man 1's above Spider-Man 1, guys. I hope you guys don't flag down the video because of that, but I'm sure there's like worse movies coming up after this.
We wanna also highlight that both movies did a good job making New York feel alive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And not just like a place. Like both of them, like Amazing Spider-Man had the crane scene, and then Spider-Man 1 had the you don't mess with Spider-Man, you mess with all of New York, and then they start throwing shit at Green Goblin.
Look, man, if New York does not have a strong opinion on Spider-Man, you wrote them wrong.
I like that scene in Toby's movie where like they're interviewing people and it's just like a bunch of people just think it's Spider-Man. It's just this weirdo came out of fucking nowhere.
But
yeah, no.
Avengers.
Oh wow, good movies back to back. Oh, you shouldn't have.
I was gonna say everybody knows Avengers is a good movie.
Man, the MCU's so good. I bet it never falls off.
Hey man, look. We got a lot of movies to go through. Let's just put this one where it is.
Let's talk about the underrated parts first. People, I ain't never see anyone gas up Banner in this movie, but bro was immaculate. His scenes were great, especially the scene when he was just dead ass gonna Hulk out and like kill everyone in the room was crazy. Because bro was just like the fact that everyone pointed to him holding the staff, holding the scepter, and he was just like, "Oh, sorry guys, no party trick." I was like, "Huh? Was bro just going to do it right here, right now?" Just going to kill them, like legitimately.
My god, I love that scene where they're all just arguing and shit, and then Banner, like, because like the audience knows who the fuck this guy is, they don't know. Like they keep trying to fuck with Banner, and then Banner just starts getting pissed off. And I'm
that's the
like,
scene I'm talking about. Yeah, no, that's the scene I'm talking about because they know who he is. They've read about him, and that's the scene I'm talking about when he was like, "Oh, no party trick today," because he was literally just going to kill them.
Bro, that shit was so good.
Yeah, Loki was a pretty good villain. Again.
That whole shot of them in New York, you know, the one where all just posed up together and they're doing the panning shot.
I'm sorry.
Fucking amazing.
Every time
I honestly gets a point just for that.
Every time I think about that shot, I think of the Garden of Bam Bam gif. I'm sorry.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. The brain rot's too severe with me.
Yes, but my brain rot is the problem.
Because there's too much FNAF.
They don't know the context on why.
Yeah, because we have too much FNAF like going on in this friend group right now, to where Garden of Bam Bam feels like a levity at this point.
I won't really say a levity. I'll just say like a different option.
Yeah, for better or worse.
Look, I'll be honest, okay? At least, you know what? No, I'm not doing this right now. Fuck, I'm not. Anyway, I was about to start talking about the difference between Garden of Bam Bam and FNAF, bro. People did not click on the video for that.
I was gonna say, and even then, they know what the differences are. I don't think you need you explaining that.
No, I was just gonna start talking.
Bro.
I was just gonna start talking about how FNAF has heart, but Bam Bam doesn't. But like
that's also obvious. Anyways, back to Avengers. Yeah, all the characters were well written. I think Thor's a bit boring in this movie, but that's the only issue I had. Also, Hawkeye got mind control for most of the movie, but nobody liked that, even the actor, so they fixed it later on.
Hawkeye became like the third best Avenger, unironically.
I don't think people are gonna be mad about that. People will be cool with that. Actually, if we said that, because Hawkeye's just underrated. Everyone can agree with that. His character.
Teal, I know what you meant, but the statement "he's underrated" followed by "everyone knows that" means he's not underrated.
Vocabulary.
I meant to say everybody knows he's underrated. That's how I should have phrased it.
Wait, no, that's the same sentence.
No, that's the same problem, Teal.
Wait,
yeah, that's the
wait, huh? Shit.
No, think about. Okay, listen. Just think about it, right? Like, because you said he's underrated. You said he's underrated, but then you say everyone knows he's underrated. You see the problem?
Kind of.
Bro, what do you mean? Okay, no. Hold on.
What do you mean, kind of?
No, I need to get past this before we go. Okay, Teal, right? So let's say we're going to take everyone, right? Everyone in this context, everyone, right?
Yes.
So if they all agree that something... No, hold on. I need to work from this backwards. Okay, so Teal, what do you think underrated means?
A character.
Yeah, let's start from the foundation.
A character is just not as appreciated or looked upon compared to like other characters.
Okay.
Really.
Okay, right. So let's say like 70% of everyone does not appreciate a character as much as they should be. That's underappreciated, right? That's underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so saying a character is underrated and then saying that everyone, right, knows that that character is underrated means that everyone values that character higher than they are appreciated, which is literally impossible.
Oh, okay, so I guess I should say that he's not that popular then, compared to the other characters. Instead of underrated.
Yeah. I mean,
I think a better thing is just to say, yeah, he's not that popular. Like, yeah.
No. Hold on. Okay, basically, just stop saying everyone in the sentence. Just
yeah,
say
like
he's underrated.
He honestly just say he's underrated. Putting everyone there is kind of crazy.
I just didn't think about it like that.
No, it's fine, bro. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bro,
what's the next movie?
It's crazy how someone is watching this for a tier list and they're hearing us they're hearing us say this and they're just like, man, what the fuck are these guys doing? I guarantee you, someone is making dinner. And like when they heard me say, okay, I can't move on unless we get past this, I bet they turned around and looked at the screen to see how many movies got there.
Yeah, part of me doesn't want to cut
okay.
It'd be funny as hell, but like Iron Man 3, this another a contentious one, but not as severe as like say Amazing Spider-Man 2, but it was definitely contentious at the time. Still kind of is, actually.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call foreshadowing for where we have Amazing Spider-Man 2. Anyway,
I'm not ready for that, but Iron Man 3, actually Iron Man 2 isn't already rated. We have it right about here, yes, because I'm not gonna deny this movie has its issues, but its strong points are really strong.
Let me stand up again. Let me go back to court.
Oh,
Your Honor,
I know what you're gonna say.
Can you actually say anything bad about this movie that does not pertain to the villain?
You can't because the thing is, I like the premise of the movie outside of the Mandarin shit, because like Tony, without needing to rely on his suits or anything, and just needing to fight the villain without that for a bit of the movie was actually it was so cool, especially since we see him like take on a whole like building filled with agents on his own. Bro, like any like suits like that was kind of awesome. And then it led to the fact that
the fact that this movie literally exists to answer the question of take that suit of armor away, what are you? And guess what? He's a genius billionaire.
It's crazy that it came out not that long after Avengers. Now that I think about it. Actually, it came out right after Avengers.
All right. Yeah, it answered the question. Quick point. Mandarin bad.
Yeah, we all know he's bad. Yeah, it was kind of poorly
handled. That was my point.
And I mean, Killian had a good fight scene, but as a character, he's not that good.
Your Honor, can you say anything bad about this movie that does not pertain to the villain?
Not really. I guess. Oh, I'm so mad that Tony doxed himself and was surprised when the terrorists actually attacked him.
Honestly, that shit was funny as shit, bro.
Your Honor, you're mad that the arrogant character did something arrogant and paid for his consequences?
Not only that he was arrogant, he was also just still dealing with PTSD from the shit from the last movie. Kind of just fucking up with his own sense of worth.
Yeah, counter. I was gonna. Okay, for a second I thought you were trying to counter what I was saying, but yeah, no, that's also a thing. He was actively trying to prove that he's not a bitch, basically.
Yeah.
That's it. So like, people really Like I don't even know what else to say.
Crazy that the weakest point of each Iron Man movie is the villain. I know it's like that's not surprising because it's MCU and that's like an issue with other movies, but the trilogy here, yeah, villains could be better, but Tony's there, so that's what makes it good.
Also, I know you guys hate Killian.
One acrylian.
No. I just imagine like Killian, but like he's a krill, like he's a fucking krill yourself.
Acrylians were so good, but yeah.
Anyway, okay, like I know a lot of people hate Killian. Even when it comes to like people who didn't read the comics, a lot of them don't like him. I feel like he wasn't that bad, to be honest. He was pretty alright. But like, I'm gonna point out, he actually had a lot of potential for like continuing story beats because Killian in the comics is the one that created AIM, and also this guy made something that literally turns you into like a super healing, super strong, fucking heat using creature. I feel like him dying, while it makes sense in the movie, him dying is kind of a waste.
Wait, yeah, that's kind of anticlimactic. Yeah, like there's no repercussions for him developing that drug.
I'm saying, yeah, like I'm gonna stop beating around the bush, and I'm gonna say something literally no one thought I would say. Killian is the first and also one of the biggest examples of the MCU problem of killing villains. And I know that's crazy because I can feel the keyboard slam, and I know y'all hate Killian. Y'all get angry every time I mention him. But guess what? Like it or not, in this especially in this movie, like it or not, he was the Mandarin. Do you know the repercussions that could have happened of him getting arrested? This man caused like all of terrorism in the Middle East in the MCU. This man was doing unironic 9/11 level of damage in universe. He made a drug that could make superhumans that are nigh immortal unless you can just kill them harder than they can regenerate. This man in the comics made AIM, and he could have done so again in the MCU. And you're telling me killing him was the good narrative choice? Just because you don't like him? Are you hearing yourself?
There was like one really cringe scene though of him where he's just like, "I'm the Mandarin," and I was like, "All right, guy."
That's the everybody makes fun of because of him. Because that scene was just
so
bad.
cringe, dude.
Counterpoint. That scene wouldn't have been okay. Wait, which scene are y'all talking about? You're talking about like the first time or the time where he gets bopped right after?
You get to go over the more he gets bopped right after, but I thought it was just one scene. But like,
okay, yeah, okay, bro, okay. That scene wouldn't have been bad if he didn't get his shit rocked literally right after saying that. That was actually kind of cool. But like, no, he just got bopped.
Also, because he's the shirtless white man saying that. That's also another thing.
Okay, that is pretty funny when you point it out like that.
The Mandarin.
Nah, bro. Counterpoint. Crazy idea, and I don't know if they did this intentionally. Don't listen to the writer. They probably will say they did this intentionally. They're lying to you. But the idea of a rich white man being the one to control inner conflicts in the Middle East, posing as someone who is part of the culture and pretending to actually care about politics is like the most meta shit I've ever seen. They didn't do that on purpose. Don't listen to them. They're liars. They thought about that after writing that down.
Yeah.
But no, that's also the fact that he's American kind of adds on to that. But like, let me not get assassinated. Let me move out of the range of my window real quick so the sniper has a harder time.
But yeah, like Iron Man 3, good movie, and that's about it. It has issues, but it's still solid. And now we're talking about a less solid movie, but we're gonna say Hope.
But you guys only talked about the Mandarin for 20 minutes. Yeah, shut up. Anyway.
Oh boy, Thor Dark World. God. I can't even fake enthusiasm for it, man. This movie got lower
This
and lower each time we talked about it. It used to be in 5 out of 10. Then we just like, it should be 4 out of 10. No. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 is perfect.
This movie was a movie. Allegedly.
It's so boring. None of the characters were that interesting outside of like Loki, and even then I forget what scenes he has outside the ending. Malekith, for the longest time, he was just the worst MCU villain because like he had an interesting setup. I already know we'll talk about that like sooner or later. He had an interesting concept, but like outside of like his intro scene, or it explains his character somewhat and what he's doing, we don't get much of a character afterwards. He's just kind of evil guy.
I can tell Teal is tired of me talking about the idea of Malekith, bro. I can feel the rage, bro.
Yeah, it's not just because you talk about the idea, but not the character.
In my defense, y'all niggas were not watching the movie. I had to explain multiple times that the movie explained at least the concept of his character.
I was watching the movie. I was just not engaged with Malekith because he's a shit character.
Like, look, bro, all I'm saying is I should not have had to explain, like, no, guys, he wants to destroy reality because reality existing is killing his home. Where that was said, it was shown. It was? Yeah.
I do remember that, but it's still funny that it happened because not much about Malekith is explored beyond that scene.
Apparently, there was 2 villains in that movie. I don't believe that statement.
Who said that?
I don't remember, but there was someone who was like, oh yeah, there's actually 2 villains. I bet you don't remember that. And they like talked about it, but like I forgot because it was a video talking about the MCU and like my brain checked out when I saw the words Dark World. But the point is, okay, right? We're not even actually talking about the movie. Hold on, let me like let's be more focused here.
What is there to talk about though?
Yeah, besides Malekith, Thor's mom dies.
It's crazy that
cool.
happened and nobody thinks about that because the movie is that bad.
Yeah, that's like a big turning point for his and Loki's character, by the way, guys. Also, Loki allegedly dies a 3rd time, but also it's all a trick because he pretends to be Odin while Odin's away fucking space bitches or whatever Odin does. Does Odin get hoes like besides his wife in mythology? I don't know.
I don't know. He seems to be. I feel like he'd be the kind of guy who would be like loyal to his woman in mythology, at least.
Yeah, I mean, like I know him and Zeus are kind of like that they're both like kind of the same person in like where they stand,
but
which is at the top.
I was gonna say, I think Odin's way more noble than Zeus is.
Allegedly, I don't know. God of War has told us, bro, has done some fuck shit. Okay,
boy, God of War. Okay, buddy.
I mean, God of War literally used real like stories of Odin to talk about him, like before he showed up. I wasn't even talking about when he was in the game. I'm talking about like the game before then, when you were like during the boat sections, and he talks about like the crazy shit the gods do.
Yeah.
That. Anyway, look, I'll be honest, guys. I'm sorry to say, I'm a Greek fan. You know, like I know there's a lot of you. What the fuck am I doing?
What's this bit you're doing right now, man?
This movie's ass.
It's just ass. It's so dull and boring. There's a MacGuffin plotline that nobody cares about. The human characters have too much screen time in it, way more than they did in like the first Thor movie, which was for the worst.
Why was the reality stone inside of Jane? I forgot, legitimately. I'm not even saying that as like a meme.
I forgot too.
Like I genuinely forgot why the reality stone. Also, why didn't her body just like melt from that? Like, I kind of just assumed touching a reality stone barehanded would just like kill you unless you're built crazy. But maybe that's just a weird idea I put in my head for no reason.
No, but yeah, I came into this movie knowing it was going to be shit. At least with the other movies that people thought were going to be bad, I had more hope for them. I want to see good things about them. I had nothing to look forward to towards this movie at all. And I expected nothing less. And that's how it ended. Anyways, time to talk about Peak real quick. Winter Soldier?
Yeah, please.
Yo, Winter Soldier, man. It was way better than I already know it's going to be Peak. And it still came out better than I remembered it being. Ooh, 9 out of 10, like top of 9 out of 10 so far.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's not much to say besides the fact that there is one problem with it, which is the main villain should have been Red Skull.
Yeah, the film itself was good. It was pretty. I mean, he was just a guy though, but like that, I don't really care about him just being a guy as long as he was compelling. His modes were good, which they were. Now this is the underrated villain in this movie, even though I forgot his name, which kind of proves my point.
Now you know what? You know what? Let me elaborate because people probably heard that and thought I was insane or something. But okay, so here's some context. In the in the comics, and I could hear a nigga groan already. Get back to making your spaghetti, boy. I'm not done talking. don't touch the phone.
I think we're past dinner time, bro. It's been an hour.
Yeah, it's definitely been an hour.
I mean, yeah, but look, okay, bro. We don't know, bro. Someone could be watching this on Thanksgiving or something. Okay, they're trying to. Well, the day before Thanksgiving. If you're cooking Thanksgiving food on the day of Thanksgiving, give up. It's too late. It's too late, bro. Everyone's just gonna have to starve. That turkey ain't gonna be done in time. Stop making the macaroni. It ain't gonna be done in time. Anyway. Okay. My point being, in the comics, there's a storyline where, like, I'm pretty sure it was the U.S. president, which is really funny. But like, basically, that was Red Skull impersonating him, right? I don't really remember why Red Skull is alive in modern day in the comics. I'll be honest. I never really thought about it. And why is Red Skull like still alive? Does he not age? Did he get transported? Anyway, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Point being, right? You have a character who, while isn't the U.S. president, obviously, is part of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he's secretly also the new head of Hydra. And Red Skull in the MCU got teleported to who knows where by the Tesseract. And you're telling me these characters have nothing to do with each other?
Nope.
Better yet, you're telling me that Hydra has survived past Red Skull, like, not to gas bro up or anything, but I feel like it would have made a lot more sense if he was the reason Hydra was still alive. Yeah, maybe I'm just crazy. Also, that one scientist that made himself into a computer program was cool because he gave that really good speech to Captain America, that shit talk speech of saying that bro's life has been a zero-sum game because he's lost and he's gained and lost nothing since he was a loser in the Bronx. But like, I'm gonna be honest with you, he didn't really need to exist.
It seems still cool though.
I mean, yeah, but it was a scene. That's the problem. Like he had 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah. Otherwise, everything else about the movie's great. Steve's still a great character. Best fight scenes in the MCU, or at least in my opinion. I can't really think of another movie that's like as good fight scenes. Aside like Shang-Chi, but that's the like punch and kick movie.
Yeah, he has good. He has good hand-to-hand fights.
Yeah, I do think the ones in like Winter Soldier are way more like fun to watch than the ones in Shang-Chi, even though the ones in Shang-Chi are actually good. But otherwise, yeah, solid run movie all around. Good story, good plot. Steve and Bucky were great. And yeah, it was a good like well-scaled movie, which I felt we should have gotten more of in the MCU in retrospect. But yeah.
They killed the villain again.
I can't, bro, that's their favorite punchline.
Yeah, like, oh man, this movie's so. Oh, the villain's dead. You guys gonna keep doing this, aren't you?
Damn.
It's crazy how that villain was actually very interesting because the idea of killing the few to make the world better is always like very interesting, especially when it's just a crazy person saying this. And all I know is would have been better if it was Red Skull. Like it would have been really funny. If a matter of fact, imagine these two characters both existed. Like he was just like, yeah, we're doing this to help the world. Right, Red Skull, my favorite friend who totally has a very normal opinion on genetics, and Red Skull just kind of smiles at him. Oh, we're better in the world, all right. By the way, Red Skull, when it comes to us killing all of like the like bad people with like criminal records and stuff, I kind of noticed there's a lot of a lot of what? There's a lot of minorities on here. Well, maybe they just do more crimes. God, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people watching this, but like we're a very bit based friend group.
So yeah, so we have a lot more movies to talk about, but right now it's pretty late, so we're gonna end it off here. For now, we're gonna make this a two-parter. Hopefully a two-parter. Hopefully this isn't going beyond 2 parts, but it's like, oh, we haven't gone through half the movies yet, but yeah, it's late, so yeah.
Let's be honest, fellas, with how long this shit is. Unless we continue this on a Friday where Seno will. Could we do this on a Friday?
It depends on my situation.
Hopefully Friday.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This is probably going to be a 3-parter, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's probably 3-parter, honestly. Unless we could like really beat out the park with the second part. But yeah, we're gonna cut things off for now. I'm glad you guys watched this video, and hopefully you like most of our opinions, at least most of them.
All right, see you guys
later. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah.